Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. Today we are taking a look at internet memes,
Mhm.
and more specifically, the chill guy meme. This meme's had quite a journey from, a single online post to legal battles to even inspiring street art. We're going to unpack how it blew up, explore its cultural significance, and even touch on, its venture into the world of cryptocurrency.
It's really wild how this simple image, it's become the symbol of calmness and composure in a world that can feel very hectic and overwhelming.
Yeah, that feeling of just like wanting to stay above the fray.
Exactly.
And it all started with Philip Banks, the creator of Chill Guy,
Mm.
back on October 4th, 2023. He posted this illustration of a very laid-back, anthropomorphic dog. He's got this great outfit, a gray sweater, blue jeans, and red sneakers, and the caption is gold. My new character. His whole deal is he's the chill guy that Loki doesn't give a flyke.
Yeah. And that initial caption is so important because it really, it sets the stage for the chill guy persona, that nonchalant, almost indifferent attitude. That's what really resonated with people online at first.
It's like this refreshing contrast.
Right.
In a world full of over-the-top reactions, Chill Guy is just chill.
Exactly.
And it caught on so fast.
Oh, yeah.
First in 2023, then again in mid to late 2024, and then it really exploded in November 2024.
Hmm.
It's almost like this meme has a mind of its own, just coming back again and again.
That's a hallmark of a successful meme, right? That cyclical popularity. Chill guy is so adaptable. You can edit it, you can repurpose it to fit into so many situations.
It really does keep up with the trends.
It does. It's like a blank canvas for expressing a very specific mood.
For sure. And we've seen some interesting evolution of the meme, haven't we?
Definitely.
The Lessons in Meme Culture YouTube channel did a great breakdown of this. They talked about how Chill Guy started being paired with quotes about human connection. It created this very interesting contrast
Absolutely.
between that chill exterior and what might be going on internally.
Right. And then there was that evil version of chill guy that popped up, and people were cosplaying as him at conventions. It's almost like it took on a life of its own beyond what the creator intended.
It's crazy to think that a cartoon dog, some ironic captions, and a sad piano tune can make such a powerful cultural statement.
But that's the magic of memes, right?
Right there.
And that ironic shift is really fascinating. Chill Guy went from representing genuine nonchalance to becoming this symbol of hidden emotions.
And then there's the music.
Oh, the music.
That melancholic piano melody, Hanoi Wood, by Gia Margaret. It's always paired with the meme on TikTok.
It's so good. It adds another layer of depth to Chill Guy.
For sure.
You begin to see him not just as indifferent, but maybe as someone masking their true feelings.
It's like Chill Guy really tapped into a specific vibe. That feeling of, I'm not stressed, I'm above it all detachment. So many of us feel that, especially online.
Especially online.
But then that music hints at something more, like maybe Chill Guy is putting on a brave face. And the thing is, it's not just an online thing anymore. Chill Guy jumped off the screen and right into the real world.
Yeah, you have the Chill Guy cryptocurrency token, Chill Guy. According to CoinMarketCap, it hit a market cap of over $405 million.
A meme turned cryptocurrency. It's mind-blowing. And it doesn't stop there. Huge brands like Sprite Europe, March Madness, and even the NFL on CBS have all used Chill Guy in their marketing.
Yeah, it really shows how far-reaching this meme has become, from an inside joke to a symbol that even big companies are using.
It's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
But not everyone is happy about Chill Guy's commercialization.
Right.
Philip Banks, the creator, he decided to copyright Chill Guy under the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, or DMCA.
That's a major step, and it brings up some really interesting questions about the typical life cycle of a meme. Usually they're free to spread and be reinterpreted, but Banks is essentially saying, hold on, this is mine and I have legal rights.
It's a clash between traditional ownership and the very nature of the internet.
Exactly.
This collaborative remix culture. It's hard to reconcile those two things.
Very hard.
He's okay with brands using it for trends, but he's drawing a line at unauthorized merchandise, or, as he put it, shitcoins. He went on X, formerly known as Twitter, and said, just putting it out there, the Chill Guy has been copyrighted, legally. I'll be issuing takedowns on for-profit related things over the next few days.
You can see why he would want to protect his creation, especially with people potentially profiting off of it without his consent.
Absolutely.
The success of Chill Guy has really forced us to confront this question of who owns a meme and how can creators maintain control over their work when it goes viral.
It's complex. It's a very complex issue. This clash between Old school ideas of ownership and the free-flowing collaborative spirit of the internet.
It really is.
It feels like we almost need a new playbook for intellectual property in the digital age.
Yeah.
Something that acknowledges that collaborative spirit but still protects the rights of the artists.
Definitely.
It's a really fascinating discussion.
It is.
And Guy is right at the center of it,
Right at the center.
which is kind of wild to think about.
It is wild to think about.
But beyond all the legal and philosophical stuff,
Yeah.
what about Guy's cultural impact? Why has this character, this chill vibe, this hidden depth, resonated so strongly with people?
It really speaks to a deep need for calmness in a world that can often feel completely overwhelming, don't you think? We're constantly bombarded with information deadlines, expectations, and Chill Guy is like this visual reminder to just take a step back, breathe, and not sweat the small stuff.
It's like Hakuna Matata for the internet age.
Exactly.
And that resonates especially with younger generations who are facing more uncertainty than ever before.
For sure.
You know that Lessons in Meme Culture YouTube channel we mentioned earlier?
Yeah.
They called Chill Guy the de facto expression for billions as a representation of an extremely specific mood. He's become this universal symbol for something that's really hard to put into words. What do you think that mood is exactly?
That's the interesting thing about memes. You know, they can tap into these complex emotions that language sometimes can't fully grasp. With Chill Guy, it's that laid-back detachment that I'm cool, I got this attitude that especially online people can relate to.
But it's not just detachment, though, is it?
No.
There's that layer of irony.
Right.
Especially how it's evolved on TikTok. You pair Chill Guy with sad music and captions that hint at something more. It adds this whole other dimension to the character.
You start to see that being chill isn't always about being carefree. Sometimes it's a front for deeper emotions.
Right.
Which resonates because it's more nuanced, it's more human. We all wear masks sometimes, even if it's a digital dog in a sweater.
It's fascinating. Chill Guy becomes this blank slate onto which people can project their own feelings and experiences.
Yeah.
But does that get lost when it's commercialized? We talked about brands using Chill Guy in marketing. Does that taint the authenticity?
That's the million-dollar question in meme culture, isn't it?
It feels like.
Does commercialization strip away that original meaning? Does it turn a meme into just another soulless marketing ploy? Or is it a natural progression, you know? A way for these ideas to evolve and reach a wider audience?
It's like the age-old question of selling out. Does collaborating with big companies compromise an artist? Or is it just a way to get their work seen? I don't think there's an easy answer.
No, there isn't. There are definitely examples of memes being used cynically, you know, just slapped onto a product with no real thought behind it. But there are also cases where brands have used them cleverly and actually add to the humor or amplify the original message.
It really comes down to intent and execution. If a brand is just thoughtlessly slapping Chill Guy on something, it feels exploitative.
Yeah.
But if they use it in a way that's genuinely funny or insightful, maybe it actually makes the meme even more culturally relevant.
You're absolutely right. And this is something we're going to see more and more as memes become more mainstream. That line between genuine expression and commercial use, it's going to get blurrier. And it'll be up to all of us as both consumers and creators to figure out where we stand.
It's like we're all navigating this uncharted territory together.
We are.
What are the rules when it comes to viral content and memes? It's exciting and a little daunting.
It's both of those things.
But that's what makes it so interesting.
Exactly.
We're witnessing the birth of a new form of communication, a new cultural language.
I like that. A new cultural language.
And Chill Guy is right at the forefront.
Leading the charge.
He's definitely given us a lot to think about.
Oh, he has.
Legal battles, questions of ownership and control, even reflections on the human need for peace in a chaotic world. Chill Guy is so much more than just a funny picture.
He is so much more.
It's a cultural phenomenon that's touched so many aspects of our lives, and its journey is not over yet.
Not even close.
There's still so much more to uncover about Chill Guy and what he represents. And that's exactly what we'll do after a quick break. We'll be back to explore Chill Guy's impact on the world of digital art and intellectual property. Don't go anywhere.
Stay tuned.
So, digging deeper into Chill Guy, one of the most fascinating things has to be this whole debate it's ignited about intellectual property in the digital age.
Yeah, absolutely. Philip Banks's decision to copyright Chill Guy under the DMCA, it brings up some really tough questions. You have the artist wanting to protect his work, which makes sense.
Of course.
But then you have this inherent nature of memes, They're made to be shared, remixed, reinterpreted by anyone.
It's this weird clash between, That old school idea of ownership and the way the internet just wants to riff and collaborate.
Right. It's this constant tension.
Yeah, it's tough to reconcile.
It is, and it's not even just about legal rights. It's about artistic control, too. Does an artist lose control once their work becomes a meme?
That's a good question.
Can a meme ever truly belong to one person? Or is it destined to be this collective thing?
I mean, these are questions we're all still trying to figure out.
Yeah, we are.
And Chill Guy is right in the middle of that debate, which is kind of wild to think about.
It is wild.
But beyond all the legal and philosophical stuff, what about the cultural impact? Why has this character, with his, chill vibe and hidden depth, why has it resonated so strongly with people?
Well, I think it speaks to a deep need for calmness in a world that often feels completely overwhelming. Think about it. We're bombarded with information, deadlines, expectations, and Chill Guy is like this visual reminder to take a step back, breathe, and not sweat the small stuff.
Yeah, it's like he's the embodiment of Hakuna Matata, but for the internet age.
Exactly.
And that resonates especially, I think, with younger generations who are facing maybe even more uncertainty than ever before.
I think you're right.
That Lessons in Meme Culture YouTube channel we talked about?
Yeah.
They called Chill Guy the de facto expression for billions as a representation of an extremely specific mood. Like he's become this universal symbol for something that's really hard to put into words. What do you think that mood is? I think that's the beauty of memes. They can tap into these complex emotions that language sometimes just can't capture.
Yeah, for sure.
And with Chill Guy, I think it's this kind of laid-back detachment, this I'm cool, I got this attitude that so many people, especially online, can relate to.
But it's not just detachment, is it?
No, it's not.
There's that layer of irony, too.
Yeah.
Especially the way the meme has evolved on TikTok. You pair Chill Guy with sad music and captions that hint at something more.
Mm-hmm.
And it adds this whole other dimension.
It does. It's like we're recognizing that being chill isn't always about being carefree. Sometimes it's a front, a facade to hide deeper emotions. And that resonates, I think, because it's a more nuanced and human portrayal. We all wear masks sometimes, even if it's a digital dog in a sweater.
Right. It's fascinating. Chill Guy becomes this blank slate for people to project their own feelings and experiences onto. But does that get lost when it's commercialized?
Yeah.
We talked about brands using it in marketing. Does that taint the authenticity of it?
That's the million-dollar question in meme culture, isn't it?
Yeah, it really feels like it.
Does commercialization strip away the original meaning, turning a meme into just a soulless marketing ploy?
Right.
Or is it a natural progression, a way for these ideas to evolve and reach a wider audience?
It's like that age-old question of selling out. Does collaborating with big companies compromise an artist? Or is it just a way to get their work seen by more people? There's no easy answer.
No, there isn't. There are definitely examples of memes being used cynically,
Yeah,
just slapped onto a product with no real thought or creativity.
for sure.
But then there are also cases where brands have used memes in clever ways, even adding to the humor or amplifying the original message.
Yeah, it all comes down to intent and execution. If a brand is just, thoughtlessly slapping Chill Guy on something, it feels exploitative.
Mm-hmm.
But if they use it in a way that's genuinely funny or insightful, maybe it can actually make the meme even more culturally relevant.
Absolutely. And this is something we're going to see more and more of as memes become more mainstream.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That line between genuine expression and commercial use is going to get blurrier and blurrier. It'll be up to all of us, both consumers and creators, to figure out where we stand.
It's like we're all figuring out this uncharted territory together.
We are?
What are the rules of the game when it comes to viral content and memes? It's exciting
It is exciting.
and a little bit daunting.
It's a little bit of both.
But I think that's what makes it so interesting.
I agree.
We're witnessing the birth of a new form of communication almost.
Right.
New cultural language.
I like that, a new cultural language.
And Chill Guy is right there at the forefront of it all.
Leading the charge.
He's given us a lot to think about.
He has.
Legal battles, questions of ownership and control, even, reflections on the human need for peace in a world that's often very chaotic. Chill Guy is so much more than just a funny picture.
He really is.
He's a cultural phenomenon that's touched so many aspects of our lives. And his journey's not over yet.
Not even close.
There's still so much more to uncover about Chill Guy and what he represents.
Absolutely.
Okay, so as we wrap up our deep dive into Chill Guy, I think it's important to zoom out and look at the bigger picture. This whole saga has really highlighted some fundamental tensions between, how we traditionally view copyright and the fast-paced, remix-heavy culture of the internet.
Yeah, it's a great point. Memes thrive on sharing adaptation collective creativity. It's almost the opposite of one artist having strict control over their work.
Well,
It's this constant tug of war between ownership and the free flow of ideas online.
exactly. On the one hand, you have someone who created that original image. They poured their time and skill into it.
Well,
It's their art, and they deserve recognition,
mm,
maybe even compensation for it.
right, it's a very delicate balance, and there's no easy answer. You can understand why Philip Banks took legal action to protect Chill Guy. He's navigating a system that wasn't built for the realities of viral content.
Yeah, it really feels like we need a new framework for intellectual property in the digital age, something that understands how online creation works, but also respects the rights of individual artists.
I think so too. Maybe a system where giving credit is paramount. The meme can spread freely,
Hmm.
but the original creator is always acknowledged. Maybe even receives micropayments or royalties as it goes around.
That's a really interesting idea. It would require some major innovation, both technologically and legally. But it could be a way to both protect artists and encourage that creative spirit that makes the internet so unique.
Right, it's a conversation we need to have as memes continue to become more and more ingrained in our culture. And who knows, maybe Chill Guy, with all the legal and ethical questions it sparked, maybe it could be the catalyst for real change in how we think about art and ownership in the digital world.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing to think that this laid-back cartoon dog could end up reshaping the way we think about intellectual property. Talk about an unexpected legacy.
Right. It just goes to show that these seemingly silly internet trends, they can have a huge impact on the real world. They're not just fleeting fads. They can spark important dialogues and push us to rethink the way things work.
I think it's safe to say we've all gained a whole new perspective on the power and complexity of memes. Chill Guy has been a fantastic case study, taking us on a journey through internet culture, copyright law, even the human search for peace in a world that can feel very chaotic.
It has been a fascinating journey.
And as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with one final thought. Is the essence of Chill Guy lost when it's used commercially? Or does its adaptability, its constant evolution, ensure its enduring appeal? What do you think?
It's a great question to consider. As you continue to encounter Chill Guy and other memes out there in the world, they're not just funny pictures, they're reflections of our culture, our values, our evolving relationship with the digital world.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
It's been a pleasure diving deep with you today.
Likewise, the pleasure was all mine. And thanks to everyone for joining us on this deep dive into the world of Chill Guy. Until next time.